Hello, I'm Spicy Korean with Big Boss Moves again. Today I have a special guest. He's not an entrepreneur, but he's definitely highly influential, and he had some really big news that just recently happened this year. This is Derale Wilson.
Hello, everyone.
All right, Derale. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Where did you start where are you from?
Man, I'm from Oklahoma, but a little bit about myself. I'm 46. I have 3 boys, 22, 19, 13. My big daddy is my youngest one.
We'll talk about that later.
Everybody wants to talk about
We'll talk about that. Yep. Well, that's the big news we're talking about, but go ahead.
Just a laid-back kind of guy, hard worker.
Okay. So you're from Oklahoma City, you said?
Born in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Just from
my
okay.
man in the back there is born. Yeah. Tulsa. You know what it is.
When did you come to Texas then?
I came to Texas in 2001. What happened was my wife at the time, mother of my children, she came down here to be a teacher. She called me and was like, yo, I can't do this by myself. And I was like, all right, let's get it together. We had a son, so I didn't want to leave the city. I mean, I was running around the city, doing too much, you know what I'm saying? But she called me and was like, I can't do this by myself. I was like, all right, bet. Then what happened was really on some crazy stuff. My man happened to come in town. He was from the city, but he lived here, went to school with UTA, Chad Jones. Shout out to my man Chad Jones too, anyway. He was in the car business, but he was still going to school. I was like, dog, man, I gotta get down there. I don't know what's gonna do. He was like, I'm selling cars right now. I was like, selling cars? I was like, man, we don't sell no cars. That's what suckers, you know. You don't work, we hooping, you know what I'm saying? I'm 22, 23, you know what I'm saying? But he showed me his paycheck stub. Swear to God. So this is back to the business.
Sales is good.
So with all time, trust me, I'm a businessman. He showed me his paycheck stub. I said, you did that? He was like, yeah. I said, I can do that. If you did it, I can do that. He was like, well, come on, I'll get you on. I said, if I come to Texas, you give me a job. He said, I got you.
So he got you a job.
That was, I came down there and I went to his house, walked into his apartment. That was September 11th, and I seen the second tower get hit. Yeah, it was crazy.
I remember that. But
so that next week, I started 2000, been in Texas ever since.
So did you go to school here? You went to TCU,
right?
Yeah,
I went to TCU, but I started out in junior college though.
Okay, where?
Seminole Junior College, Seminole, Oklahoma. Shout out to Seminole. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, baby.
So you started in Seminole, then you transferred to TCU?
TCU, yeah, because Seminole's a junior college.
What's your position?
I played point guard in high school and a little bit in college, you know what I'm saying? But I played the shooting guard when I played on the professional level.
Okay, and then so after TCU, what did you do? You graduated?
No. Actually, me and Coach Tubbs, God rest his soul, he's my man. I love Coach Tubbs. Billy Tubbs, shout out to Billy Tubbs. But anyway, me and him, we didn't see eye to eye. So I left back there and went back to my home school, or the school that everybody went to when you didn't make it, at Oklahoma City University. It's a great school though, great education school. Actually, it's a dance school. A lot of the dancers from around the country come to that school, and it has the #1 law school in the country too. But Oklahoma City University, go Stars. But went back there, finished up, had a good job, had a good time. Have Jalen. Me and his mom was like, "Yo, what we gonna do? You go chase his dreams."
Did you go? So did you go international at that point, or what did you do?
I went international my first time at that point, but it was just like a little tournament or something like that. It was like a 2 or 3 month little joint. I averaged like 40. It was in Nicaragua. I love Nicaragua people. It was beautiful. I'm sorry. First one was Ecuador. Quito, Ecuador. Beautiful people, beautiful country. Loved it. They treated me like a king.
I heard about how the international players get treated overseas.
Once again, I'm gonna say this: the only international player about me is that I play basketball over there. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what we mean, players, basketball players.
Yeah, we hoop. We players. We're international. We have a passport. We leave the country. We're international. We're playing basketball, so we're international players.
Okay.
I'm not going to catch me over there.
I'm just saying, it's just, you know how we hear about basketball players.
I heard some of them boys have a good time over there.
I heard.
That's what I heard.
And I actually have some other friends that played international that told me they had a lot of fun. Okay, next subject. Okay, so tell me after. So how old were you when you were in
20?
South
So we
America?
had him at 24. We had him in 2000. So how I know my kid's birthday? My birthday, like Jalen was born in 2000, so he'll be 23 on his next birthday. on the 4th of November. Jace was born 2003. Was the year he was born, so that's how I know how many years we were married and how old Jace is. 19. He'll be 20 this year. Big Daddy was born 2010. He's 13, so every 13 years, so I know it's 2023, so he's 13. So you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
and so you have three boys.
3 boys.
And okay, so walk me through after what happened. So tell me a little bit after, like what was
Okay, so
what were
what
you doing
happened?
with that?
So let me finish the story on that. I apologize.
That's okay.
Okay, so went international. It wasn't working out like that. You know, being from Oklahoma City and my man being from Oklahoma, you know, you only get about 90 days to chase your dream if you want to be a hooper or something like that. Like like once you got out of college,
Yeah.
you got about 90 days to see
Right.
It's just gonna work or what you gonna do. And you know, coming out in 96 or 2000 from college, you gotta make a move. Had my baby. Let me go overseas. Okay, it was nice, but they're not paying what I'm supposed to pay. I can make this at the crib. I can sit back at home, just hustle and do this. I'm not a hustler, but you know what I'm saying, do ins and outs.
Right.
Like I said, she called. Hey, I can't do this shit by myself. My man came down, showing the paycheck stub. My mom's, now when it Gucci, my mom's had already moved down like 6-7 months before. You know what I'm saying? My sister was in school, they were doing thing. I got some support there. My uncle had been there. Like,
Oh, okay. So it made sense.
Yeah, it made sense. So got into the car business, killing it. Killing it, like making real good money. If for all those out there that's looking for a job, that need something to do, you don't have anything in your background, go to the car lot and get that information and make that money. It's the legal dope game, I promise you guys. It's like real talk. If you have any discipline about yourself, if you want to make some decent money, especially with how the rates are up right now, how we're in inflation right now, I'm telling all you young people, I don't give a damn what color you are, go look at the car business if you need some work.
Well, let me add to that because, you know, my expertise. So I will say the car business is good, but sales in general, if you don't have any background, even in school, sales is a place to go, whether it's banking, whether it's pharmaceutical, those people make a lot of money. I'm talking about 6 figures starting out. So,
and to add on to what you're saying,
Right.
they make a lot of money, and they don't have degrees. So if you don't have a
Right,
degree,
some of them don't
if
even
you
require
have a
degrees.
degree, do not get discouraged that,
Right.
oh, I don't have a degree, I can't never make yes, you can.
you can.
Now, I'm telling you, for me to complete myself, this is just me as Derale Wilson, I had to go back and get mine. So how am I gonna tell my kids to get their degree if I don't have mine? So I did go back in 2010 and get my degree from TCU.
Congratulations.
Thank
Good
you
job.
so much. Yeah, don't worry
Good
about
job.
that. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Anyway, but to get to the story that we all trying to look at and what you had brought me here for, I had to get out the car business, and I had to get out because I wouldn't have had time. I would have been a provider, not a father.
Right.
If that makes sense.
And you wouldn't have put in the time and effort to get him where he's at now. So before we get to that story, how were you able to do that? So transition from a 12-year career and making all this money doing car sales, and then you had to turn around and coach your son.
Well, I really didn't coach
And wasn't
him.
making any money doing that, I'm
Well,
sure.
When you're trying to get your child to the next level,
Right.
you're not worried about money. You go make money. I mean, like I said, when we was doing this, money wasn't an issue. You know, we spend tens of thousands every summer. And then when our second son started playing, so now you maybe have one parent in Florida, another parent in Ohio. You may have one in Texas. Okay, you good this weekend, so Texas. But we got a third child now, so who goes
You
to
can't
him?
be in 3 places.
Who goes to him?
Right.
So whoever closest. So you only go to Kansas, so you can take the baby because I got to go to New York.
Right.
You only got to go to Kansas. Y'all can
Right.
drive that. You know what I'm saying? So it was great though. I mean, I wouldn't change none of it for the world, but it was tough. But
Right.
when you're a parent, you don't think about that. You're
Okay.
not thinking
Fair
about
enough.
that. You're not thinking about that.
Fair enough. So let's share the big news. So who is your son? What's his name? Jalen, I think.
I'm a proud father of 3 boys.
Yes.
Jalen Derale Wilson, Jace Derale Wilson, and Jevin Derale Wilson. We were fortunate enough, God willing, that we were able to make it to the NBA.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the percentage of the players that actually get into the NBA? It's
I think
very
it's like
slim.
1%,
Yeah.
2%, something like that.
And there's a lot of great players out there, right? That don't make it.
There's a lot of great players. I mean, like even I mean, he went second round, and
That's awesome. Second round.
Oh, come on. I mean, out of every kid's dream, I mean, like me and my homeboy was talking about, like, we didn't get drafted. Like, I didn't get drafted. You didn't get drafted.
Right. And you're 6'6". Like,
well, he's 6'8".
He's
6'9".
6'8". And I was trying to get him on the show, but maybe next time, you guys, I don't know.
I gotta talk to him about it.
Is he shy?
No, he's not shy. I just, I let him do what he do. I like, as a father, I never tried to, excuse my language, prostitute him.
Right.
By, he has a name right now, so let me try to capitalize on this and that. So, I asked, hey man, I got a podcast I'm doing with my homegirl. What you want to get on? I don't know. Okay. If you want to get on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's never, but if he want to do it, he can, but I don't never answer for him. I ask him, people ask me all the time, will he do this? I ask him. If he say yes. I mean,
you're right. You don't want to push him into do anything.
I'm never going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm never going to do that.
So what team did he get drafted to?
He got drafted to the Brooklyn Nets, the 51st pick of this past year's draft.
So the Nets, that's in New Jersey?
It was in Brooklyn now. They moved it. It used to be New Jersey Nets.
Okay. See, I know a little something.
You just said.
Hey, I thought it used to be Jersey. See? At least I didn't say California. Okay. Anyway, so that's awesome. So what's next for Jalen? So I know it was June when he got drafted. So what's the process?
The draft was June 22nd. Mm-hmm. Then after that, they give him like a 2-week little period to chill out. Then he had to report workouts. Then they went to the NBA Summer League that was in Las Vegas. They went to that. He had a real good summer league. Real good summer league.
What's his position?
Small forward.
Small forward,
but he
which
can,
is, I know.
The 3. You might have heard it as a 3, if you know basketball lingo. The 3. You ever heard that before? I thought you know sports. You just
not that much. I'm like, what is the 3?
Okay. The position LeBron James or Scottie Pippen would play.
Oh, okay.
That's the 3.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. I'm not saying he's LeBron James.
So for the Mavericks, would that be what's his name?
For the Mavericks, that would have been like your Dorian Finney-Smith.
Who's that guy? The real good one.
Luka.
What does he play?
He's more of a point guard.
Point guard. I'm learning. Okay, you guys. I mean, yeah.
you know business.
I know business.
You know the other B.
I do. I'm a basketball and a football. What did you
know
say?
The other B.
What?
You know business.
Okay, exactly. That's the other B. Okay. Anyway, so is his first year then technically in the NBA. Mm-hmm. So what's the plan? Like, are you going to move out there? Like, what's going to happen?
No, girl, I got to listen. Everybody asks me, so when you going to New York? Like, listen, I'm not going to New York. Listen, I have 2 other kids I have to worry about. I got him. I'm sorry, not me. His mother did a hell of a job. Damn all that. We got him there. Right. Now we got to get another one to NFL. He goes to UTSA, Jace Wilson, my baby. And we got a 13-year-old that we got to get there. So I can't say, oh, my baby made NBA. I can't be getting a
right. No, you can't.
So no.
Wouldn't that be awesome if you have an NBA player, then you have an NFL player, and then what's your youngest son want to do? Soccer player?
Yeah, let's do soccer.
Might as well do soccer. Have one of each.
First and foremost.
Or baseball. Baseball players make a lot of money, I heard.
I beg my kids. Hey, will one of y'all play baseball?
Right?
I beg you. No, one of y'all play baseball.
That's where the real money
is. That's
is,
what
right?
it goes.
And they don't even get like contact like football, right? And basketball.
They get to get, listen, you get to fail 70% of the time and still be a Hall of Famer.
No way.
You know?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And all they have to do is hit the ball and run.
Oh, sorry. No. Hey, I'm not running for this. I'm not running. Hey, I didn't know. No sports world.
I am kidding you guys. Okay, I know there's a first base, second base, third base, and home. The whole object of the game is to hit a home run. Okay.
Not me. Nah. That's good. Come on.
And then don't get 3 outs. There's got to be 3 outs, right? In each. There's 9 innings. Anyway, so you have the third one. So what is he interested in?
He likes basketball and football.
He likes both.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty good.
So he could be like Deion Sanders and play both.
Yeah. There you go. See, I see you trying to. No, you trying to come back too fast. You trying to come back too. I can't give it to you that fast. You trying to come back. That's why you said. You think you said.
But anyway, so that's awesome. You have three, but you don't have any girls. That's well, you probably don't need to have any girls.
Nah, probably. I shouldn't. I don't know if I would have been.
Yeah, you probably. He probably would
I
have.
don't think I would.
But anyways, so what are the plans for you then? What's next for you?
Actually, I'm trying to get back into teaching. I want to get back into that classroom.
Like what grade level?
High school.
Math?
High school.
High school, like calculus or like algebra, geometry. Like, I mean, high school they get pretty high up there.
Pre-calculus,
Pre-calculus.
geometry, and algebra.
Okay. I love me some algebra. I don't know what it was about algebra. I did not like geometry. Okay, so tell me what's next with you.
I want to get back in teaching.
Okay, what are you teaching?
Teaching math.
What?
Yeah.
What? What kind of math?
We're laughing right now because I've told her.
Don't worry about why we're laughing,
no,
okay?
We have to put it
It's
out
an
there.
inside joke.
It is. Okay, you know what? We're going to leave it inside
We're
joke.
gonna leave it inside. Go ahead.
We'll leave it inside joke.
Algebra, calculus, what is it? Geometry.
Pre-calculus. I've taught pre-calculus. I've taught geometry. And I've taught algebra.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's your next step?
Yeah.
And you want to stay here? You're gonna retire here? You don't want to move to? I guess since you have your other kids.
Well,
You're
the
gonna
thing
just
about
stay
it is,
here.
I really want to retire back in Oklahoma. I
Really?
do.
Why Oklahoma?
It's just so laid back, man. It's just.
It's what?
It's so laid back.
Oh, yeah. Compared to here,
I mean, I've done this. I mean, think about it. I'm 46. I've done this. I'm not. It's not enough to be out in the clubs kicking it now. Dallas is a moving city. It's popping. Boom, 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 boom. Come here.
It really is, yeah.
I mean, it really is. I mean,
but it's a good business state too,
but if
or business area.
yeah, but if I got my own business going, like I'm gonna be honest with you, my next plan is one to get a dually trucks because they do this thing called hot shots.
I know.
Okay, so I have.
What do you know about that though?
I have a friend that lives in Lancaster. His name is Chase Tennyson. He does it right now.
Okay.
I have another guy, my other good friend named Rondell Massey. He lives in Houston. He does it now.
So real quick, before you get into any kind of business, you know, this is my business advice. I have to step in.
She did not really make why?
Do not, I mean, I'm just saying, if you know people that's doing it, that's great, but don't just invest in something just because you think that it's going to make money. You've got to do a business that you are familiar with and you're going to give some kind of, you're going to get something out of it. Don't just do it because you're going to make a lot of money, because you may not make the same money as the next person because that person knows way more about dualies and hot shots than you do.
I understand where you're coming from there, but anything that I invest my time in or my money in, I make sure I read about it, look at it, see what it's doing, this and that.
That's great.
Also, I make sure to see how they plan, how they run their business every day. I'm just not going to send, like I was trying to explain to you, like with the hot shot with the dually. If I give me a 3500 dually truck, Chevy truck, a Ford, whichever one, with the hitch on it, now I can send it down to Houston to my man Rondell, get $1,500 a week. Now, most people in business, when I invest my truck and I'm not doing work, I'm not lifting anything, I'm like a silent partner, I'm getting $1,500 a week to do nothing.
Okay.
So that's a hell of a business.
I mean, it sounds like a great plan, but are you going to execute? I'm just saying.
We're talking about it.
But why didn't you execute a long time ago if it was that simple?
Because nothing is that simple. You asked me what was it. Come on now, I'm not stupid. You know better.
All right, so you're going to get into that, and then what else is in the plans for you?
It's just sit
Don't
back.
get offended.
No,
just
come
calm
on.
down.
Don't do it. But what I'm saying, now, my next thing is just sit back, chill, raise my kids, and make sure everything is everything. And give them the same support that I gave Jalen, same ass chewing, same love. Make sure I'm there. Just so if they don't make it, they can't say that they didn't have a chance, and they wouldn't give them the same platform. So
you want to make sure you provide the same support you did for Jalen to the other children, right?
Yes, of course.
That's great. So you're co-parenting. Are you single? Are you married? What's going on? Or you don't want to talk about it?
You know I'm talking about business.
I was just gonna,
You know I'm talking about business. Don't even try it.
Okay.
I knew you was. I was waiting on it. I thought it'd be earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that in
I know.
because just in case if you were single, we wanted to let the ladies know.
Yeah.
So they may want to hit you up, right? On your Instagram or
You
your
know,
Facebook?
you know I'm talking about business.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay. Well, anyway, any last advice, anything you can really tell any of our listeners about people in your position, people with kids that are in sports? How can you really help them keep the motivation going for the children? Because let's face it, children can be demotivated, right? And you have to keep them going and be the strong parent. What advice would you give to other parents?
You want the brutal truth? You have to kick their ass.
Yeah, I agree, right?
I mean,
like literally.
People used to get, no, you have to, people used to get so mad at me. Like, why are you talking to him like that? He's just a child. And
You were tough on him.
oh my God. Like it was, but when you go to college, and he went to Kansas University when they won the national championship, he had 15 and 10. Yeah. Anyway, but Coach Bill Self didn't give him no slack.
Right.
Cussed him out. Quick story. Then we'll get back to that. One day we talking when he first got there. I said, "Hey son, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing great, Dad." So I said, "Hey man, how Coach Self?" "Oh man, he's crazy, Dad. It's crazy." I said, "What you mean?" "He be cussing us out and be tripping." I'm like, "How does it affect you?" He said, "I just be laughing at him." I said, "Why?" He said, "I tell him, you ain't said nothing to my dad."
Right. Probably you said
Well,
worse.
Yeah, he said, I
right.
said worse. And he said, but that's why I did it. And
Right.
shout out to the lady. I'm looking at the camera right now.
Yeah.
It was the young lady. We was in Houston. And the boys were in 3rd grade. And I was getting on their butt, getting on them. I mean, it was getting on them. And she was like, "Why are you talking to those kids like that? Ain't none of those kids going to the NBA." Well, lady,
Well.
I'm not gonna name names. I'm gonna name one name, ma'am, one name. There were 3 NBA players on that team.
Wow.
Derale Wilson was one of them. There were 3 NBA players on that team, man. So you're not gonna ever tell me that I'm gonna take a child's hope away because 3rd grade and I'm grinding on them.
Right.
So if you want to answer your question, you got to kick their ass and grind them and love on them. As tough as you kick their ass, you got to love them just as tough. That's why. And let them understand and let them know that you love them. But if you go do this, you're going to be the greatest at doing it. Or while we're doing it.
You're not mediocre.
Why?
You're going to be the best,
I'm
right?
asking
Yeah.
You started a podcast because you want to be the greatest podcast. I mean, you've been on my ass about this podcast for 6-7 months. What we're doing.
Right.
Just talk.
Right.
Because you want to be the best at this. You want to start this. You had some tomfoolery at the beginning.
Right.
At the beginning, you sat back, you took your lumps, and now look at you. Now we in a more intimate setting. 2 nice little mics, a great engineer back there. You see how it go?
Right.
Because you want to be the best at doing this. You didn't settle for that.
Right.
And if I want to be a blue ribbon league, that's easy with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go, little Johnny. Yeah.
And I think that nowadays kids are just like they get a ribbon for everything, right?
Everything.
When we were growing up, we didn't get ribbons for
No
losing.
ribbons.
Only the winners got ribbons, and
Only
we
the winners.
strive to be winners.
Only the winners.
Right. Now it's like, oh, little Timmy, you did a great job. You get a
Great job.
ribbon. No.
No.
That's why they're so
No.
soft, right?
They are.
Yeah. So I agree. I think it's good. You have to stick with
but
it.
Then again, but it's almost not the child's fault.
It's
It's the parents' fault.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It is, I'm looking at you parents.
Yeah,
It's your
100%.
parents' fault. Y'all so soft and y'all think little Johnny
it's not
can't
that
get
they
cussed
were
out.
soft.
No.
It's the parents. Our
No.
our generations are the ones that can't raise the kids properly because they were so soft on them. It's not that we were soft.
no.
It was just they wanted to make sure
No,
little
let
Timmy
me-
has a better life than they did.
Well, I'm 46, so let me tell you about you parents. The people that's 46 and my age, parents who kids are soft. And some of y'all can get offended about this, and some of y'all can and cannot. It's because y'all try to be y'all kids' friends.
Yeah.
That's y'all problem.
Cannot be their friend.
See, anytime there was a situation in my house and my son got a little too comfortable with me, hey, my man, I'm your daddy. I'm not your friend. You understand me? And a little rumble may would have came with it, but it is what it is. But see,
Right.
that's the problem. I've never showed my kids I was their friend. I've always showed my kids I'm your daddy.
Right.
I'm gonna be here for you. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna give you everything you need. And that's the difference.
I'm not your friend.
But what's crazy is kids love discipline. The school I taught at was an alternative school, Dallas Cannon Academy. Shout out to the Can. I get all the treason kids, the kids who don't fight every day, pregnant girls. And when they come in there, they rowdy. But when you get on them, they love it. They love seeing somebody care.
Right.
And that's all
that
it
shows
is.
that you care if you're
Yes.
hard on them. Because if you're soft on them, they're like, I don't care. You know, it's like that I don't care mentality.
But once again, back in business, who do you respect more? The soft boss you can run over, or the boss that holds you accountable?
Hardcore. I love the hardcore.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I shout out. I don't even want to say shout out to Charlie Evans, but I gotta give him props because we all give him props. We talking about him. He was a tough MF, but
You have nothing but respect for those people, though.
Nothing
Yeah,
but
you
respect for that
can't
white
do
woman.
anything but
No,
respect them.
no, I have
I've had a lot of
nothing but
good
respect for
bosses
them.
like
I
that.
have nothing but respect for Charlie Evans.
Yeah.
I just like him for some other personal reasons, but respect-wise,
But you respect
yeah,
them.
I don't talk noise about him outside of his face. You know what I'm saying? If I say
Right.
something to him, I got something I'm saying to him.
I believe it.
I respect because you know.
believe
You know I don't
But anyway, Derale, we could talk for hours, but last thing I would say is thank you so much for being on my show. I know you have some plans to do some podcasts as well. Hopefully, maybe I need to learn a little bit more about sports before I get on your show. But I do plan on being a guest speaker on your show, right? All right.
Yeah.
Right? Don't be blowing up. Hey, y'all hear that?
No, I didn't say that. You gotta get your sports game up.
I just said I will.
No, but I'm gonna try this podcast thing out because me and my homeboy Mike B and my homeboy Stefan out of Houston, we've been talking, and I'm gonna do one either with him or with either one, but it's gonna be two of them.
You should do like a test run and see how y'all.
Let me ask you a question while we doing that. If we can get to no camera. I told him, should we do me and him just get on like Instagram first or like maybe like Facebook first?
I have YouTube and that's it. YouTube and Spotify now.
No, I'm saying like just get on there and get to see the talking and see the feedback we getting as we're talking on Instagram or Facebook to see.
Oh, you mean live?
Yeah, just live. Just go live and see.
Yeah, it depends. You have to have a lot of followers to get the interaction,
Well,
though.
he got 2,000 followers. I got.
That's not that
14.
much.
I understand that, but once people kick in, no, I
Right.
understand that, but trust me, that's by design. You understand that.
Right.
We don't have that many followers by design. We're not
Right.
these kids that we're not looking for 1 million followers. I don't need 1 million people know what I'm
But to
doing.
be honest with you, in this business, it is about social media. It is about how many followers you are. You have to be out of your comfort zone because I know you don't like airing your business. I know that. Once again, I know.
I don't talk about business.
But podcasts, you got to be real. Like nobody wants to see anybody fake. Everybody wants to see some different content, something real, somebody that is interesting, right? So you have all the factors. You just have to know which person you want to partner with, because I will tell you that makes a difference too. So, just saying. But thank you so much again for being a special guest, Derale. And hopefully I'm going to have Jalen on here next time. Hopefully we'll just see. I'm going to try to convince you guys. So thank you so much. Come check us out. Big Boss Moves on YouTube and Spotify. Bye.